E aí pessoal, tranquilo? Eu sou o Yuri, seja bem-vindo a mais um vídeo do canal. Vamos aqui dar continuidade com o The Witcher 2, de onde para o último vídeo, aqui na frente da cabana da vez. Vamos fazer a missãozinha aqui. Oh meu Deus, não, mapa não, é o diário. Vamos fazer teoria da conspiração. Vamos continuar. Vamos falar com o Maldição para pedir ajuda. Não pede ali, tá? Porque é um extra. Já que no diálogo ele pediu pra falar com ele qualquer coisinha que fosse. A gente vai lá agora. O meu HD tá meio zoado. Provavelmente eu vou ter que comprar um SSD novo. Provavelmente não, é certeza que eu vou ter que comprar um SSD novo. É um gastinho a mais, mas não vale a pena, né? Vai ficar essas travadinhas chatas que dá. Vou procurar aqui a cabana no Death Mode.
We need to talk.
What? No, hello. Good morning. Pucker up and kiss my ass? Nothing.
Hello.
Good morning, White Wolf. Will you take some tea? It's a fortifying beverage.
Some other time, maybe. You must know a lot about the Wild Hunt, as one of the reigning majesties among mages.
I simply cannot concern myself with folk tales about corpses flying about on intensely emaciated steeds.
The Wild Hunt's no myth.
Eita, preula. Eu já perguntei esse aqui já.
The plotters. I know where they meet.
I knew I could count on you.
Is that enough for you then?
One can tell a real man not by how he begins, but by how he finishes.
What else do you want from me?
I shall give you 4 of my men who'll be near at hand and provide backup if something goes awry. They'll stay out of sight until summoned. Bring me one of the plotters alive. I have many questions. I must know who's behind all this.
Agora sim a gente vai lá no bordel. Falar com a madame. Aí a gente faz aqueles contratos ali. Os demônios podres. Vamos falar aqui com a madame.
Well, Witcher. Girls, trim yourselves.
O pingente do colar, velho.
I'm looking for a whore.
We've got plenty of those, you'll be glad to hear. But you'll need to show me your coin before you choose one. We all have our principles. Well, these are my girls. Choose, white-haired one.
I've heard good things about Whistling Wendy.
At your service, my prettiest girl, 'tis true. Fool soldiers gave her that stupid nickname. Tidy yourself, Wendy. Witcher on the way. Come on in.
What do you desire, my hero?
Show me what you can do.
You're about to get the fuck of your life, darling.
Caramba, que caro! Tá bom. Nunca foi barato, né? Ué, você quer assoviar? Madame! Cadê? Peraí, vem nela não. Essa daqui.
What do you desire, my hero?
I want your smile to part the gates of paradise.
Come with me.
And they don't trouble the locals?
Já gravei esse vídeo já, teve um probleminha com o meu HD. Deixa eu ver se ela me dá uma chave. Acho que ela não vai me dar chave não.
Well, how could...
I wanted to.
We're no strangers to the art of conversation, but it'll cost you just as much as a good plough.
I'm not gonna pay for conversation.
Pagar, moço, eu paguei caro ali já. A gente não vai me dar chave mesmo. Então vamos pra batalha.
Vincent Trott, you're a little elusive.
Here alone? Not wise, Witcher.
We'll see about that.
I'm wearing Selkirk's armor, you know. Pretty much renders me invincible in a duel.
I didn't know you had Selkirk's armor. I guess that changes things.
If you think we're willing to let you go, or that you can escape through magic trickery of some sort.
Relax. I'm not going anywhere. Give me the chainmail and I'll forget everything. Whistling Wendy, your plot. I know about the coins.
You're Deathmole's hound. I don't trust you.
You don't need to. I just need the chainmail. Not interested in anything else.
I'm to remove it?
And hand it over.
Then you'll be on your way.
And all will be well.
Doesn't sound like my kind of story. How's this instead? I'll kill you, take your swords and gold, and the gods will rain good fortune upon me for ridding them of a filthy mutant. Die. Spy! Kill him!
Deixa eu matar esses carinha aqui logo. Senão eles vão me atrapalhar. Por mais que tenha um pessoal vindo me ajudar aqui.
Search the bodies.
O pessoal não fez nada.
Nothing useful here. They must have been pawns. Report back to Deathmold. In the meantime, I need to talk to a writer I know.
Não tem nada aí nessas coisas, tá? Eu já vi já. E a chavezinha daqui, eu não sei como é que pega. Então vamos vazar. Tô falando que não tem nada dentro dessas gaiolas, tá? Vamos falar com o Dandelion agora. É isso mesmo. Opa, antes. Fala, Dandelion.
Just looking around. You?
A lengthy stay in Henson's camp, and one is likely to become somewhat Kedwanized. I'd like to avoid that.
Rightly so. My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss, Yennefer, that's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have two women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I'll find Triss as soon as I've dealt with the assassin.
What about Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her. Henselt's camp is abuzz with rumors about the events 3 years ago.
When you burn a sorceress at the stake, rumors spread faster than the seed of a lascivious berry.
I know you primarily value sorceresses for their firm busts, but I'm curious. What do you think of Sabrina Glevisic?
Sorceresses complain about feeling underappreciated, persecuted even. But let me tell you, Geralt, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If they didn't meddle, they wouldn't be burned at the stake. They keep whining about the horrors that took place on Thanet Island, about the order of the world being destroyed. But let me ask you, who brought that about if not them and their scheming?
Heard anything about Letho?
They say he's hiding in the ravines. He's not alone.
I know.
I fail to comprehend exactly why you have it in for him. He escaped, so what? You're no king, and as such are hardly in danger.
Letho is responsible for 2 regicides. I want to know why he did it. Or rather, for whom.
Is that so important?
Witchers don't step into political quicksand for no reason. I don't like the principles that govern the world, but so far nobody's come up with anything better. Murdering kings solves nothing, quite the contrary.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head. Have you tried to, approach Ves?
I've thought about it. On the one hand, I've never rogered a soldier, but on the other, the cling clang of steel against steel at an intimate moment could put off even the most attentive lover. Why do you ask?
I just like to know.
I heard you dueled each other.
You heard right?
You came out on top in the arena. Maybe you should try her in another setting.
Could be interesting, I guess.
Really? You slept with her? And how was she? Spill it.
Well, there was no clang of steel. I wonder what Sheila's doing in Henselt's camp.
You're not alone, because she's wondering what you're doing at the king's side.
How do you know?
She asked me about you.
What did she want to know?
I have no idea. I realized right off she was sniffing, and told her she could smell my fingers if she would. But that'd be all she'd get.
And she gave up.
Mm-hmm. See how careful I am?
I found a letter addressed to the people of Kedwin.
A letter? So?
It's your drivel, idiot.
Where'd you get that idea?
I know you. Not to mention you had the gall to quote me.
You're not the only witcher in the world.
So, you admit it's yours?
Sure, it's mine. People have had enough of that pompous clown colluding with Nilfgaard. I decided I needed to open their eyes a little wider.
Any idea what that pompous clown's going to do when he finds out who's opening his people's eyes?
How would he find out? It could only come from you, and I assume, at least I hope, you won't rat me out.
They're going to kill you.
Nah.
Why did you poke your nose in this?
Henselt approached me to write a few panegyrics about him. You know, singing his praises. Can you imagine that? Me? Writing a political pamphlet? Who the hell does he think I am?
But that's exactly what this letter is.
Possibly. But it's for a good cause. Henselt's a prick.
O cara só tem um trabalho e ainda faz mal feito. Vou falar com o Deathmold agora.
Look what the cat dragged in.
I found Trot and a few other enthusiasts of the square coins.
Did you learn who leads them?
No.
Any survivors?
No.
Oh, you might at least have spared Trot. I'm sure he had secrets.
I'm afraid he took those with him.
There was a reward on the conspirators' heads. Do you wish to collect, or is it beneath your witcher's dignity?
I could use the gold.
How many were there?
Vincent and 5 others.
You killed 6 men. You and your kind should be isolated.
The reward
is yours. Here.
300 de golds. Recuperamos um dinheiro perdido e ainda lucramos um pouquinho. Vamos fazer agora a teoria da conspiração. O próximo passo é espere os eventos decorrerem. Então tem que esperar a história andar. Vamos fazer o contrato. A gente tem que matar alguns demônios podres para aprender sobre eles. Então vamos lá. É do lado do bordel? Então olha o corte. Mano, isso aqui é uma missão, velho. Esse cara aqui faz tempo que tá aqui. Deixa eu falar com ele. Ah, não dá pra falar também. Esse cara só faz procurar pedra ali. Vou matar esses carinhos aqui. Sai de perto que eles explodem. Tem mais pra cá. Como chega eu não sei, mas eu sei que tem mais pra cá.
What's it to us?
Por aqui, será? É por aqui mesmo. Ah, merda, esqueci. Tem mais? Sai que eles explodem! Nossa, deixa eu matar, velho. Acabou? Ih, apareceu mais. E aí, acabou? Vou dar a espadinha aqui. Deixa eu dormir aqui pra ver se volta. Já estão lutando já. Opa, aprendi. Porque procurou outra missão, sem ser que eu tava marcado. Queimar os cadáveres. Isso daqui? É que os corpos não tem escondido. Não, tô lascado. Eu sei que tem perto da carroça quebrada ali.
Are there trolls here?
Aye, there are. You don't mind. What's so strange about
Ah,
other lands have slizzards, drowners, we have
olha só, não vão ficar pesado. Tá, não vou guardar tudo agora. Depois eu vou precisar, mas no vídeo 18 eu vou guardar tudo. Porque é a farmzinha de gold. Vocês estão ligados que é a farm? Igual no... A primeira... Ai. Aquela primeira caverna lá que a gente fez. Oh, meu Deus. Guarda espadas, geral. Guarda. Nossa, a animação bugou. Meu Deus! Não, não faz isso, Geraldo. Geraldo, por favor. Nem ferrando, gente. Nem ferrando. Simplesmente o Geraldo bugou a animação aí. Tem outro corpo por cá? Aqui. E agora onde é que estão os outros bichos? Deixa eu ver se é por cá. É pra cá mesmo. E Geraldo? mas não. Acabou. Vamos pegar a missão com o próximo. O próximo é o cara que organiza as lutas, né? As batalhas lá na arena. Pega aqui nossa recompensa.
That's a pastime for real men.
I'm here about the Rotfiend contract.
What about it?
The fiends have rotted for good.
Well done. We lost many patrols to you. Here's your reward.
Quantos? 200? Acho que foi 200. Tá bom demais. Vamos fazer agora... Qual que é, né? A maldição de sangue. Essa? Execução de Sabrina. Ué, é pra cá? Não, é pro outro lado. É desse lado ou do outro lado? É desse lado, né?
Life can be really slow. I fought for Nilfgaard a few years back.
É por cima? Não. Ué. Acho estranho. Vamos ver até onde vai essa trilhazinha aqui.
Oi, what you doing here?
Get out of the way. I need to inspect this area.
Be careful. They say stepping in the ashes brings bad luck.
Get us out of here, will you?
You came here on your own. You can get back on your own.
This place is crawling with drowners. I mean, we'd have stayed in our tents on our arses if we'd known. We're safe in the circle, but 3 feet outside, and who knows what would happen.
All right, we'll go back together, but let me look around first. Apparently, it's bad luck to tread on the ashes. Strange aura. Let's take a closer look. Carved from a solid piece of stone. Reusable, you could say. Candles, amulets, coins. People make offerings here like they would at a shrine. Candles. The stench is worse than Zoltan's boots. Nothing unusual about them otherwise. Square coins adorned with a fish. I guess the plotters like to come here. Let's see. An unnatural stillness typical of intersections and places where streams of the power meet. Unnerving but harmless. People seem to be staying away from the wheel. They're afraid. All the gifts are at a safe distance from it. Except for one person. With Kedweni Army issue boots. Glad to know I'm not the only one to desecrate this site. Animal tracks. Dogs, wolves, bears, even birds. You'd think this was a feeding ground, but they all fear the circle, except for cats. Their tracks are everywhere. One even napped on the pedestal. Triss once told me cats like to sleep on intersections, and they're the only beasts apart from dragons who can draw the power. They clearly like this place.
Os gatos no universo do The Witcher são, são bem poderosos. Né?
Sabrina was nailed to this wheel. Something protected the wheel from the flames. It's hardly scorched. Fresh holes and splinters. Someone's pulled nails from the wheel recently. I better take one, just in case. I need to bring the king here. I need to reenact the execution. If I can only summon Sabrina's ghost, I could force her to lift the curse. The Draugrs and the mist will remain, but at least the king will be safe. I need to know what happened here. Witnesses of the execution, they're the key. If I can just find out how Sabrina died, I should be able to free Henselt of the curse. 2 leads. Sabrina's cultists and the nail thief who's obviously immune to the aura of this place. Time to question some soldiers.
Isso aí, vamos voltar com os caras?
You've looked and touched your fill, right? Let's get out of here.
Did you light those candles?
We did.
What's it to you?
From what I've seen, it's not safe here.
The beasts are too scared to come near the circle.
Maybe, but you gotta leave the circle to return to camp.
Help us get back!
If you all know this area is infested with monsters, why the hell did you come here?
On a kind of pilgrimage to visit the circle.
Feel their eyes on you. They're watching us. We won't get out alive, superstitious idiots that we are.
Don't you believe the visionary? You don't have to. But it was worth a try, right?
Old idiot. It's his fault we ended up here.
Who is this visionary?
He's behind all this. He talks of miracles in the circle.
I believe him. Know why? He lives deep in the valleys, but something protects him from all those harpies.
I don't like this place.
Thought you'd want to stay the night here.
I know at least a few places I'd rather sleep. Come on.
Beats me why we've been fighting over these hellholes for generations.
I get goosebumps every time I go outside the palisade.
Guess Vic was right.
Meu Deus, viu? O negócio é não deixar eles morrerem. Espera que eles não morram. Vamos correndo, vamos correndo. É pra cá, né? Tô perdido já.
Not the best spots for picnics.
Curses on him! If it wasn't for you that have eaten us.
We owe you our lives, Witcher. We can't let Zivit catch us.
Don't shit your... Sabrina saved us from the monsters. So what's one little Zivit?
Tá bom, deixa eu ver aqui. Tá bom, vamos pegar a recompensa com Zivik. E a gente encerra o vídeo. Essa missão já era do vídeo 17, mas como o vídeo já tá meio curto, vou continuar ela aqui mesmo. Não, nem esse cara não. É isso aqui.
What do you want, Witcher?
Did you participate in the battle?
I did, and I fought. But I'd rather not go into it.
The spirits of those who died in battle are now in combat on that field. They kill each other and change into nasty creatures called Draugrs. Edirnians, Cadwennies, even your comrades. I want to help them, but I have to know what happened during the battle.
Oh, the plague. Listen then. The fighting started in the afternoon. The Dun Banner was first to attack. We were ambushed, cut off from our main unit and devastated. Bloody scouts and Sabrina Glevisic, who was supposed to mind the battlefield. By then, the battle was in full swing. Wherever you see those damned furrows, people fought there. The Edirnian lines faltered a few times, but we couldn't crush them because of Selkirk. Yes, we had the Visitor. They had Selkirk of Gullet, the invincible White Knight, Edirn's finest swordsman. Whenever our forces gained the upper hand, he'd appear and reverse the fighting's course. Then, Vandegrift himself went into battle. He met Selkirk in the middle of the melee. It was a battle of titans. In the end, the Visitor hacked Selkirk and sliced the White Knight from his head to his balls. Then, death fell from the heavens. Lumps of burning soil flew through the air. The whole valley was on fire. Damned magic of a damned witch. I owe my life to Priest Crest, our chaplain. He led me out of the battle and went back for the others. He had a medallion that protected him against fire. He led everyone out, including the Aedirnians. But the flames got him in the end.
What happened before the battle?
We forded the Pontar on the 3rd day after the autumn equinox. The Aedirnians were waiting for us, formed up in a long line at the foot of those hills. I remember the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersburg, Gullet. Knights, armoured infantry, peasants, the Bergen Dwarf Regiment, all save the king. They numbered more than 5,000. General Vandegrift, commander of the Kedwennies, had less than 4,000, including the elite Bearheads, armoured troops from Ard Caraig, and the famous White Foxes of the North. And ourselves, the Dun Banner, veterans of Brenner, hated by the Aedirnians more than the plague. But above all, we had Vandegrift the Visitor. Maybe he was a bastard, but he knew war like nobody else.
Do I have this right? You served in the Dun Banner?
Did indeed. Henselt's never commanded a fiercer group of warriors, and he never will. If not for us, there'd have been no victory for the North at Brenner. We carried the day.
I didn't see the Dun Banner in the camp.
And you won't. The unit's no more. Ensign Eckhard Hennessy carried the standard into battle for the last time 3 years ago.
Glevisig's magic?
Worse. The Aedirnian troops, the bastards. The Dun Banner, the pride of Kedwen, lost its standard and almost all its men. The Visitor refused to send us reinforcements when we were cut off. The Dun must prevail. It's been in worse shite than this. The Dun will be all right. 7 Aedirnians to each one of us. We had no fucking hope. 200 men went into battle and less than 70 came back. But that's not all. Only a few survived to this day. The boys couldn't handle it. Suicide, firewater, fist tech. A few became highwaymen. They ended up on the gallows or in ditches. Memories can also kill you, and soldiers don't always deal with them well.
I have to find that standard.
I heard it lies in the catacombs neath Bergen, alongside my mates. Hey, if you're thinking of going there, I ought to give you my beaver skin cap. That's its rightful place.
Thanks, Civic. I heard there's a man living outside the camp known as the Visionary. Ever met him?
The soldiers talk about him, but I've never seen him. If I ever do, he'll regret that he fooled my people with all those superstitions.
Did you see Sabrina's execution?
Wish I could have, but only the 5th Company was sent there. She deserved it. What she did to the boys. Believe me, I've seen a lot of monstrosities in my life. My brother died during a coup in Rhind when a mage boiled the blood in his veins. Also, I once saw a soldier raping a dead elf woman. But 3 years ago, people melted like lead. Something you can't forget, Witcher.
The soldiers you were looking for, they got held up for a while at Sabrina's circle.
Ah, the idiots! To be duped by witchcraft and superstitions. I'll put them to scrubbing the latrines indefinitely. But I thank you for bringing them back. Your reward, as promised.
So long.
Pronto. Nova fase da missão Símbolo da Morte. Próximo vídeo, pessoal, a gente vai fazer... Oh, meu Deus. A gente vai fazer as Pequenas Irmãs. Essa daqui. Missãozinha secundária. É isso. Vou ficando por aqui. Só se você gostar, deixa o like, se inscreve no canal. Espero você no próximo vídeo lá. A gente continua daqui de onde a gente parou. Valeu, falou, até mais.